with Marty and Chris, and it's that time. It's time to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
And so we will hope you enjoyed the coverage over the past day and a half, 2 days. We tried to bring you the quality of the show. You got to see some of the tables, the more visually pleasing tables or appealing tables. Not that there's an ugly table, if you will, but some translate better to camera than others. That doesn't make any of them less fun than others. It's just that from a person sitting in at their table or desk or whatever, looking at the camera, you want to see something that's visually appealing. So we try and bring you that. Again, this is a very condensed convention than it normally is, just due to the circumstances of what's going on in the world.
Well attended, though.
Yeah, well attended. Saturday's definitely busier, and it looks like we're getting into a little bit of an afternoon lull before the evening gaming starts later.
Everyone's going to.
Yeah, so there's a lot of good stuff going on. Vendor wise, you had a couple. We hit the three, the actual three producers.
Heavy hitters here, but
there
a lot of local guys.
Yeah, there's you had a lot of resellers. So for anybody who's covered conventions, some people are like, oh, you got to go to this person, that person, but they're resellers, and that doesn't make them any less important. It's just that they're selling product that some producers who are here have, or stuff like that. So you do one producer booth, unless he's got something totally unique that other ones don't. It's one of those things. However, so what did you think, Chris? The first convention, working it.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Very impressed. The quality of some of the games, and some of the stuff that's brand new that people are still inventing.
Yeah.
Gettysburg, great rule system.
There's a whole bunch of dudes here that are making their own rules and play testing them here, and that's to me that's pretty impressive. My little brain, big head, smooth brain. I'm not the one that would be doing it.
And honestly, that is the true nature of these type of conventions, is for these people to bring out their homebrew rules or rules they're trying to create to take the market or whatever, and play test them and work through them and see what works and what doesn't work, or even if it's people like it or not. I mean, I've been involved in a couple play testing sessions at Gen Con, particularly, where we went in and they're like, hey, we created this game, you go and play, and you're like, and you take a survey afterward, like, nope, I'm not buying that game. And then there are other ones that are amazing, and you can tell the people who put a lot of work and research into it. So, it's one of those really good things. So, thank you for sticking with us over the last couple of days as we try and work through the glitches and all that good stuff. And I tell you what, Vorpal Bite, we might have to send you a T-shirt, buddy. You've been like our most frequent, commenter on this page.
All right, we're gonna have to get you on Skype and come online.
Yeah, if you want to, join the podcast one, Sunday when we're recording, please reach out and let us know if you're interested.
Because you did today,
right?
You just did it via comment.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we don't care where you live.
Yeah,
Jazz is in England,
right? So it's one of those things, guys. Please comment in any format you want, or email us and let us know, if there's things we could have done better, or, we need the suggestions, we need the feedback.
Always.
Yeah. So, you got to remember, I'm working with two noobs here, so this is their first convention
and we're
working.
Only as good as our leader. So.
And one of us is an idiot. We'll let you decide which one. Tell us in the comments.
So,
only one?
This was probably a really good training convention to get them into kind of the cycle, because once you hit something like Adepticon or, God forbid, Gen Con, it's insane. I'd love to go over to Salute. I think it would blow these guys' minds. What goes on in less than 10 hours.
I've seen it on the YouTube.
So, man, just the stands. It's awesome. So, and it's London. Come on.
Well, and then, there's that.
Yeah. So, anyway, guys.
So, does the SitRep podcast have a budget?
Well, if you guys buy merch, we could have a budget, right?
We've got these lovely.
And I'm going to let you know right now that this front design, once these 20 or 50 shirts are gone, that design's going away. Don't like it. I'm going to go to a more simple one.
The detail was hard to get out of it.
Yeah. So we're going to go to just the block lettering like on the back. If Chris, you turn around. So it'll just say the Sit Rep Podcast or Sit Rep Podcast over where this patch is. So it'll just be this style lettering.
Nobody's
So
seen none of that.
yeah. So way to go, Chris.
Give me one of them shirts.
Yeah. So we'll give you a shirt because Chris has a terrible time of keeping in frame.
So
over your cooler.
This lettering here is what we're going to go with. So on the front.
So
This will go away and we'll just have Sit Rep Podcast right there. Plain and simple, easy to do, screen print, and eventually we'll be doing some full color stuff.
and by the way, stream close up. Hold on. Now, how good does that look?
Right?
Huh? That's pretty sweet.
So
T-shirt. Yeah.
So guys, remember, miniature wargaming and wargaming in general is like crack. Once you start, you got to keep going. It gets costly.
Don't get the why.
And if you heard our conversation with John from Warlord earlier, I think that's Bill's dealer.
Yes, pretty much. So again, thank you guys very much. I hope you've enjoyed these past two couple days.
There you go.
And
Past date.
past dates. And like I said, anything you want, look for the new website coming up where we'll have the merch on there. Working on some other designs for T-shirts and thereabouts. Also, I wanted to say a shout out to Annie from Cozy Dice. I didn't talk about this in the podcast, and I meant to, and I forgot. She announced yesterday she's closing down, which hurts my soul a little bit. She's the one that actually produced our bags, our backpacks. She does the embroidery over in the UK, and she was kind of like my UK connection, if you will. So she, unfortunately, Cozy Dice is closing down. She's moving on to her next stage in life. And she said she'll still do some small jobs for me if I need them. But you know how that goes. Once you start moving out of something, you kind of move out. So if you know Annie or want to reach out to the Cozy Dice Facebook page, wish her well. She's been a huge supporter of this channel from day one.
She did fantastic work.
She did. The dice bags are really nice. She did the original dice bags we had a while back. They were on the website. Obviously, the website's closing down, but I know this probably sounds like the Home Shopping Network, but to be honest with you guys, we don't do Patreon. We tried it, and I didn't like asking people for money because I didn't feel like you were getting your value out of it. But to be truthful, since we're a smaller podcast, we don't get the advertising revenue like bigger ones do. It helps us out, just cover the cost of hosting the services if you buy a couple T-shirts. And I want to make a formal announcement when I have my two veteran buddies here. And Jim, hopefully you'll catch this if you're not on. I meant military veterans.
Oh, yeah.
Every item, every shirt, and anything over $10.99 that goes on sale, we were going to donate $1 from each sale directly to 22 a day. So so from now on, that is going to be one of our official charities that we're going to help sponsor and support. So 22 a day is the Veteran Suicide Prevention Group. So we're going to start.
Lose too many of our own community.
Yeah.
To themselves.
And since a majority of the people that are here today in some format are veterans or supporting veterans, we feel that we should give back. So I'll put that on the Facebook page as well. But so every purchase, any item that's over $10.99, we will be donating $1 from each sale to 22 a day. We're keeping our costs down. So I know $1 may not sound like a lot, but when you look at overhead versus what we're charging, it's not going to be that much. So every dollar counts.
That's right.
And so that is what we decided to do, or I decided to do. I'm the boss. I can do what I want. So
yeah, he just made it up now.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it over the last few days since I started this clothing line. That will only get better. So you can help us support somebody else. So help us support us and help us support a worthwhile charity. So Todd, thanks. Glad you guys had a good time. Sorry I missed out. Maybe next time, brother. All right, guys. I think we're gonna clean up and get the heck out, right?
And we're And we're not going by any of the vendors.
I'm gonna try and get them out of here so Donna doesn't kill Marty. You know, so because Donna will kill us too. So.
True.
So, all right, guys, I want to thank you all for following along with us, to Vorpal Byton, to Novus Templar, and to Todd, and to Jim, and to everybody else who's commented or followed along over these last couple days. Thank you very much. This is Bill with Marty and Chris, and we want to say thank you to the Little Wars hosting crew. Thank you very much, and we will see you the next time.